Greetings, everyone. Peace and love. I hope this morning finds you all well. Uh, this topic, I guess this happened, was it yesterday? No, day before yesterday. This is when Cam had this podcast on, was like the day before yesterday. Now, mind you, I was privy to the back and forth between Kanye West and Cameron early. I forgot what the initial back and forth was about. But I was like, at the point, it was about the song. It wasn't about, from my understanding, it wasn't about where well Cameron is proposed when he'll say what he'll give his reason why he thought it was about. But I think it was originally about the song, and because Kanye mentioned the song, and the issue is about the song. Um, the song is the cousin song. It's the one where Kanye, whether he's telling the autobiographical story or whether he's writing a song that was he's performing a song that was written. In my mind, I really just think, and this has been looking at Cameron. I also look at other hip hop artists, and I guess other people that claim to be hip hop head lyrics, the studies, the lyrics of Kendrick Lamar, Pulitzer Prize lyricist, Drake. You know, these niggas that well, pardon me, these individuals, but it's not necessarily just African American, black, and you know nigga folks like myself that study the rap shit. But it's like you would think that you have an artist that's been in the game as long as Kanye West. You know some of the songs. Kanye came in the game, kicking in, bearing his soul, telling his story, talking about how he was driving drunk, almost died, broke his jaw, rapped the song while his jaw was locked. Then you go to Power. Then you got the Runaway, the Dark Twisted. He just got songs where he bears his soul on. And he also has songs where he's braggadocious and also says polarizing things. Back to this particular song, it's like people listen to the song and they stopped, their ears stopped once he said the part that we was kids and we came across some porno. It wasn't like the regular porno. We started imitating. We dumb stupid kids. We want to see why they doing that. I mean, and mind just like you when the people that do, I don't need, and they may be doing it inadvertently. They don't realize that when they're sexualizing the children, and by that in which I mean is like, well, you automatically, if you see of a child, a dumb, ignorant, no, I shouldn't say dumb. I could say ignorant because ignorant means not being exposed to it. I could say this ignorant child or children, they came across something that they weren't necessarily supposed to be exposed to. And then, you can go from extremes to maybe them finding a gun, but we're going to stick with the porno. They found this porno, and it's like, well, why they doing that? They look like they having fun. Them grown folks doing that. This ain't like ain't no girls here, just you and me. They doing it, and and that's that's why, and that gets to the core why some people have issues with have teaching certain levels of sexuality in classrooms. But I digress. We stick it to the kids. They come across something that they never seen before, experienced before. Two children, and we're not going to pretend, because in my mind I still say that if we was telling a story about a female cousin that they came across regular porn, and he did cunnilingus on his cousin, then I guess that would be more permissible to the alpha heterosexual male. Ain't nothing wrong. With people, different strokes for different folks. But it's certain things. I'm from the school of what you eat don't make me shit. But they got stuck on that line right there. He further goes on and says in the songs, now that I said this, I know motherfuckers gonna think I'm gay. I'm not gay. This just a situation that happened. And and it's like, well, let me play some of this Cameron shit. Because what he does, he makes an assertion toward Kanye. He places, and it's for someone who says no snitching, someone who's anti chatty patty. He does a whole lot of inadvertent. And I mean, it's like they say, you're never your idols. And I like, I mean, I used to like Cameron. I digested the pink part of this shit. I wasn't gonna dive that deep in being a fan. But I roll with that. The great days of the battle against Jay Z. Right Up Not a Biter. That's a classic. But you don't have Kanye songs, Cameron. You have Kanye produced songs. So it's like the nerve. When Kanye responds to you, it's like the nerve, my guy. I thought we was cool. I want, and Kanye said, I want y'all to come out and talk about how my kids, I can't see my kids. Ain't nobody, I know it's not your responsibility. I know I married her. I know I had kids with her, but y'all talk about every goddamn thing else. Why can't y'all give me this leeway, brother? You want to say you talk you Kiki King, and it's just, man, it really hurt. I mean, I understand niggas want to be funny and Joan and shit, but man, this, damn. And then it comes out, you also gonna see a little paper hating. And you would never think that this person would be as you examine, like I see your idols, the people that you admire, that you enjoy, you think they have an idealized perception of their personality or their persona. Sometimes they should never come to the internet. Not to that level. You funny man. I can't tell. You got a podcast, $100 million deals. Who am I to say? You're like a black Ashkenazi Jewish New Yorker. But let this play. Hold on, man. Let's go. All right. Well put. What's up with Kanye? Yeah, I seen something. I ain't speak to you about it since. You maybe talked about it on the show or whatever. But what's going on with that? I don't know. I don't really have a problem with Kanye. To be honest with you, I don't know where's. Now you now listen to this. First, I don't really have a problem with Kanye. I don't know where it's coming from. When you say that, when you now intro like that, you would lead to believe you'd have no more than a 30-second remaining. I don't know what's going on with Kanye. I haven't talked to him, or I need to talk to him. He hadn't talked to me. I ain't tripping on, a nigga going through some shit. Leave it. But watch what Cameron does. Cameron, Killer, Flea. Watch what Flea does. From what happened, like, oh yeah, I guess he put out that's what happened now I think about it. He put out a record and saying he had sex with his cousin. Listen. And like I said, I knew Kanye for 20 plus years now. And I said, and don't get me wrong, I'm not. And when you say this, you thinking now, he said that he did it till he was 4, allegedly did it till he was 14. He didn't acknowledge when it started. And this man just casual, he said he had sex with his cousin. And that ain't sex, my nigga. That's dysfunction, man. You too old, you too grown for this, my nigga. And these y'all want to be images and influencers to the culture, but this right here, fam, that man, killer, brother. Downplaying people being molested or anything like that. But right. It like he was doing the molesting from the way he was telling it. And we talked about it. And I guess when I talk, people get upset. When my words hurt, I don't know why my words hurt more than his words, but I guess when I say shit, that shit sting. Because it lasts with people for months and years and decades. And then they just be like, this motherfucker, no, all I'm doing is telling what really happened. So Kanye was talking about, he did a record and his cousin's in jail doing life for a murder, something like that. I'm actually trying to find the cousin. I want to interview the cousin. I'm trying to find, so anybody who knows this cousin that he's talking about. Hey y'all, I need to take this back because I don't know whether they recorded the audio, do audio. So I'm not gonna talk till I get to this part. Hang, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. That shit go. That shit go, buddy. I need to make sure it go where I need to go. Let me blind man shuffle with y'all, man. You know I'm over here just shuffling. Where my thing at? Okay, that's where I need to go. I need to go right here.
If you are a parent, an entrepreneur, a working professional, looking to get into real estate, looking to make
when it seems like the music industry is doing fuck shit, you can't blame nothing on nobody on that paperwork.
If you stayed at a youth residential treatment facility in Illinois and were SA by a staff member or other patient, then you may be due significant compensation.
All right. Well put. What's up with Kanye? Y'all, I seen something. I ain't speak to you about it since. You maybe talked about it on the show or whatever. But what's going on with that?
I don't know. I don't really have a problem with Kanye. To be honest with you, I don't know where it stemmed from. What happened? Like, oh yeah, I guess he put out that's what happened now I think about it. He put out a record and saying he had sex with his cousin. And like I said, I knew Kanye for 20 plus years now. And I said, and don't get me wrong, I'm not downplaying people being molested or anything like that. But it sounded like he was doing the molesting from the way he was telling it. And
Come on, man. These are two kids, man. Sound like he was doing the molesting by the way he was telling you. You hear the tone of this nigga, man. Sounds like he was doing the molesting by the way he was telling it. Man, man. This is the Grammy. This is Jay. This is Jay. This Kanye. Cameron. He ain't do you that bad, Dilly. How he do you bad, Cam? Y'all treat this nigga like he do y'all did y'all bad. One of your last hottest songs is by this nigga, man. Man, I just here y'all hold on. Here we going back to the video. My fault, y'all.
I said, and don't get me wrong, I'm not downplaying people being molested or anything like that. But it sounded like he was doing the molesting from the way he was telling it. And we talked about it. And I guess when I talk, people get upset. You know, when my words hurt, I don't know why my words hurt more than anybody else's words, but I guess when I say shit, that shit sting because it lasts with people for months and years and decades. And then they just be like, this motherfucker, no, all I'm doing is telling what really happened. So Kanye was talking about he did a record and his cousin's in jail doing life for a murder, something like that. I'm actually trying to find the cousin. I want to interview the cousin. I'm trying to find somebody who knows this cousin.
Come on, man. Wait a minute now. Several times Kanye West has come out in public and said, I'm sad because first, even though Bianca had left for a sec, but he's always been sad and fighting for custody. I guess, I don't know what the situation is, how it gets gotten to the point where he can't see his children. Maybe this media machine where a man who comes out and states his opinion, he says mean things on the internet, so therefore he needs help. We need to grab him up and put him in a medical facility. And never mind the fact that he said that they had already done that to him by way of his personal trainer. This man is a black American man who could perceivably and I guess in the name of paperwork on paper, the richest black man in modern times. He's reign at this point. You can't take it back. The nigga was the richest black man in this modern time at one point. And at one point, we went from asking Elon Musk and I guess Steve Jobs for a loan or something that, he got so many ideas. This was before the man started getting into the fashion and all that good shit. And the technology, he in technology, he's also in architecture. But this is where your legends, your godfathers, Cam is Unc, man. Cam want to be he kind of want to be an N. He knows not to step out there as a YN, but you're Unc Cam, and Unc, we expect more from you, Unc. Why are you looking for us, cuz? You want to interview us, cuz? Why, my nigga? Is you coming one of these internet niggas too? Man, you know that clause to fall open, man. It fell open for Shannon. It fell open for bigger niggas than you, my guy. That shit you might have been thought was very little can look very big in the daylight. So why would you even? This is some mark shit to even propose doing that.
That he's talking about and what jail he's in. We're willing to go to the jail to do the interview with the cousin who's been molested during life right now. We're actually on the hunt to find him personally at this personal moment, to find out exactly if what Kanye did to him led to him being in this situation right now. Because Kanye said this is potentially why he could be doing life in jail, because he molested his younger cousin. So I talked about
That nigga created a whole motherfucking narrative, man. He created a whole narrative that wasn't even there. He want because he think that what he did to him as because Kanye said what he did to him as when he molested his younger cousin. These are children this man is talking about. Understand it, and when you see other people talking about this and laughing and kikiing about this is a piece of artwork. I said it's a piece of artwork. It's expressionist. It's human expression, like the Heil Hitler song. They hear the Heil Hitler, but they don't hear the words. They say, they don't understand the shit I say on Twitter. I can't see my children. The nigga singing this shit. I can't see my kids. I can't see my children. But they stuck on the Heil Hitler part. He stuck on the sucking dick part, but no homo. Pause. B. You mad? No, stop snitching. Goddamn, Cam. Goddamn.
it. And I mentioned the fact that Kanye said that he molested his cousin. And I was like, yo, people be conveniently gay. And I wasn't necessarily talking about him, even though I never heard him mention anything gay. Because it's in style, it seems like, with certain people. And I'm not saying that people who ain't gay. First of all, let's be clear with me. If you gay, I like the fact that you admit that you gay. I don't like people that's in the closet and don't say they gay and they act like they straight. Just look.
And he maybe missed the jokey joke. We like good satire humor. Uh, and it's like we're right here. I guess we're straddling that good liberal line where I got to make sure I in order to avoid being canceled on my brand new podcast, I better make sure I make some clarifications. But after I make my clarifications, I'm still going to do what a more sensitive mind would interpret as since we snitching, gay bashing. This nigga about to be on some homophobia shit. Watch this nigga, man. And then you gay cause you call that nigga homo. Man, fuck you. But listen to this shit, man. This nigga is outrageous with it, man.
We in 2025, you gay, nigga. It's all good. If you like sucking dick on your personal time, that's what you like to do. I can't get mad at that. That's what you like to do. Just don't hide it. Don't be around secretly with niggas and you want to suck dick and niggas ain't on that. Niggas want something else. Just tell niggas that. So after we play basketball or we do business, niggas go enjoy your evening. We gonna enjoy ours. You know what I'm saying? So I was saying I never heard him say no gay shit.
Yo, you know how rough that shit is, man. Did anybody see the sleight of hand that was done there? So you know you got your friends. He's been your maybe been your homie since you were knee high to a grasshopper. Y'all grew up together, but they don't know you that one homie. They don't know that homie's lifestyle. What do you know? What he's attracted to? They may not have never seen him with a girlfriend, and they may pick on him because of that shit. And he might have to front like he really into the bras or whatever, just for the sake of show. But he really is on some other shit, maybe bisexual or what have you. But he doesn't want to admit that because, as you see, when Kev, I don't have a problem with it. Just let niggas know so when niggas get finished playing basketball or doing business, we can go our way and you can go your way. Nigga, you cannot be this of that age and of that financial acumen and be this dense, my friend. That man, Confessions of the Fire Cam, man. Goddamn Cam. Mixtape Cam. Early mixtape. You know you was still with Lance Undiz Riviera and shit, man. But man, yeah, it's just almost over, y'all.
So when he said it, I mentioned it, then he went off on me. Cam, his shit was kind of confusing because he said some shit like, it was niggas like Cam the reason I ain't want to put the song out. By the way, Cam, you're a god, but fuck you, as I wear my $2 million Dipset belt. Kanye, look, you can have $2 million Dipset belt, you can have $2.7 billion in the bank, which I think you don't got. Definitely know you don't got.
First thing, he literally said in the song, and niggas gonna probably fuck with me and think and call me gay. He said that in the same song, probably like the next 3 sentences afterwards. And then what he did, the man said, you know, you Grammys, and the nigga got 20 Grammys, killer. You know, you talking about seven. I don't know what the fuck you just said, but then you say you have 2.7 billion, which I don't think you got, which I know you ain't got, nigga. You know how net value, you know how value works, net worth works. It's worth your worth, your slave evaluation, Cameron. That's what that is. You have a net worth, Cam. Do you have as much money as your net worth is? If maybe if you do, you might want to consider. Um, no, I'm sure your net worth is far more than what you have liquid. Play the game fair, B. Play it fair.
But you can say you got it. But I don't care if you had 2 trillion. You not happy, nigga. If you like sucking dick on your personal time, that's what you like to do. I can't get mad at that. That's what you like to do. Just don't hide it. Don't be around secretly with niggas and you want to suck dick and niggas ain't on that. Niggas want something else. Just tell niggas that. So after we play basketball or we do business, niggas go enjoy your evening. We gonna enjoy ours. You know what I'm saying? So I was saying I never heard him say no gay shit. So when he said it, I mentioned it, then he went off on me. Cam, his shit was kind of confusing because he said some shit like, it was niggas like Cam the reason I ain't want to put the song out. By the way, Cam, you're a god, but fuck you, as I wear my $2 million Dipset belt. Kanye, look, you can have $2 million Dipset belt, you can have $2.7 billion in the bank, which I think you don't got. Definitely know you don't got. But you can say you got it. But I don't care if you had 2 trillion. You not happy, nigga. You not happy, my nigga. I'd rather have $2 and be happy than have 20 billion and be unhappy. You are miserable, man. You look miserable. It's mad niggas who be doing interviews. I ain't even gonna name niggas. They be up there frowned up 10 years of interviews. Me and you know what I'm saying? They never look happy. I be like, it gotta be miserable in his house. It got to be terrible in there, man. Cause the niggas don't even like being home. I like being home. My house is beautiful. It's luxury. You know, I'm not bragging on it. I go out, you know, have a good time. Niggas who in the street all day don't like their house. They outside.
Man, uh, like I said, Kanye every time he always gets on and says the core reason why he's miserable is because he can't see his children. It's miserable inside this house. Niggas is in the street. They don't want to stay. Man, we don't really even know of Kanye's residence address. Kanye just pops up place. The nigga in Spain, I believe, right now. Maybe somewhere else right now. Pop up in California. Then go. Then you see him in Japan and shit. Man, yeah. Go on. You be at home because you got to get to the set. You got to come to the set. In order for you to fulfill your obligations, whatever contract you might have, maybe you're doing this independently, you have to go to the set. Wherever Kanye go is the set. Man, this nigga sound you could have $2 trillion. The man gave you pups. I got $2 million worth of love for the Dipset. That's just like you play Cat. You try to play Cat Williams. Talking about I slammed Cat Williams. Whoop de doo, nigga.
Because they don't want to be inside their house. And I can see if you're outside getting money, but if you're just outside to be outside at 45, 50 years old, you don't like your house and you don't like your situation. And then you be on these interviews, man. Yo, yo, you not happy, bro. I ain't seen niggas smile in 15 years, certain niggas. Kanye don't look happy. So when I see this, I'm like, damn, man, all the money in the world can't make a nigga happy. It don't even matter. You can have $2 trillion and you not happy. So Kanye, that's what happened with me and Kanye. But after all that happened, he came out and said he gay a week later. Conveniently gay. That's what I called it, and they got mad at me. So that's what happened. I ain't got no problem with the nigga, but if you put out a song, I'm just saying, if you put out a song and you putting out music the last 20 years, and this is the first song saying that you sucked your little cousin's dick and he's in jail for murder, and this is the reason he may be in jail, we not allowed to say nothing about that? You got 3, 4, 5 albums, Grammys. We ain't hearing those dick sucking on none of these other joints. Now it's dick sucking. That's what I'm saying. We hear motherfucking good morning, then they like good morning, the other shit with Pusha T. We don't hear nothing about dick sucking. So the first time you talking about you molested your little cousin, we not allowed to talk about it? Come on, bro. That gotta stop. 100 other niggas talk about it. Same thing with other people. 100 other niggas mention it. But when Cam say something, this niggas like you that you said you suck dick. All right, we didn't know that. We're talking about it. Then you said after that, all that you gay. Okay, if you gay, fine, you gay. I didn't know. You're a
Look, man, that's enough. Really, that's enough. Um, even and I can't get that to go down. Is this shit frozen? Fuck it. Even if I know, I guess the mic's still working. Even my goodness, man, it's just that was some fall off type shit right there, man. From my opinion, uh, it may be my perspective that I might be looking a little too heavily into it, but the reason he said I would gather that he came at you, Cameron, in that manner is because one for one you're an artist. You write music, you write lyrics. If you went through it, you got stuck at the sucking dick part, and then it's the fact that you came on with it, and now it's like to conveniently get what this other narrative. You drawing a narrative that Kanye is a predator in this era where they Me Too and every goddamn body. This some incredulous dry snitching, my friend. Incredible. But yeah, that's all I got, man. This is my reaction to oh man, the fall off. Damn, it's like the wall with the age wall. You know, they talk about women hit the wall, but niggas hit the wall too. But the fall off be a bitch, man. Ask Busta Rhymes. Peace and love, man. I holler.